Welcome, everyone. I'm Alfred Lamont Weber, and it's a great privilege today to be with the founder and director of the Institute for Christ Consciousness, um, Donna D'ingillo. Welcome, Donna.
Thank you, Alfred, and hello, everyone in the viewing audience. I'm very happy to be here with you once again as we continue to share our transformative meditation experiences with very beautiful spiritual personalities who are here to help us make these important changes during this time. Our planet is one of many worlds populated with life such as ours, and we are in a very rugged time of changing our mindset from that of how we have been conditioned by sophistries that have led us against the divine plan of evolution. And now we are making efforts toward returning to that trajectory of cooperating with divine volition to build a heavenly spiritual culture here on this world. This is a very massive undertaking that's going to take many years to accomplish. And where we are presently, according to the seraphim that we are collaborating with to help us move into these mindsets on the planet that transgress divine will to bring us back on track. One of the very important and fundamental spiritual healing dynamics is reconciliation. Reconciliation, humanity with deity, and reconciliation within humanity itself, to help us move beyond those influences of self-centeredness, which breed conflict, dissent, divide and conquer mentality. Now, in this particular call that you'll be listening to and hopefully participating in the experience, we continue to foster the infusion of reconciliation into planetary mind. Now, this one starts out with a brief meditation with our Divine Father, who is known as Christ Michael in the universe. And Michael was also here as a human 2,000 years ago as Jesus, living his human life, not only to gain actual experience of what it means to be a human, but also to show us the ways and will of God, the godly life, the God-centered approach to living. And it is very important for us to recognize his contribution, not only as a human, but as a divine being who showed us the immense enormity of the love of our Creator, who is merciful, beneficent, loving, and kind. And Jesus so magnificently demonstrated that in his human life of his divine persona. So he is the first personality that I've transmitted to help people get centered into who he is and to imprint upon those divine qualities that he embodies, that he so generously shares with us, that we may become more godlike in thought, word, and action. The second personality with whom we are engaging in this call is a personality known as Manja Ronson. And he is here to help us in this great time of awakening and reconciliation, to help us make those correct choices that will help us realign and further align in God's plans and purposes for our human life experience. I apologize if there's any background chatter. We've got a garbage truck in the background. We should soon be leaving. So in this second infusion with Manja Ronson, what we focus on is into the circuits of planetary collective mind. There are many prevailing sophistries, concepts, thought forms that run antithetical to the divine plan. And these have been largely at play in our planetary evolution for thousands of years, many millennia. We have been evolving in a way that has worked against the divine plan of evolution. And one of his objectives is to help us get on track by bringing in these very, very powerful, potent spiritual dynamics of reconciliation, divine justice, repentance, and redemption to help us in our awakening process to remember who we are, why we are here, and the purposes for which each one of us has been created, that we can assist in this great planetary transformation and healing process. So what we focused on yesterday in the call was on more of the reconciliation, especially asking that to go into places where there have been this very long ingrained trajectory of transgression of divine will. And so we focused on that in the collective to help people begin to recognize how we have been out of step with the divine plan. So that is a major part of the collective focus for the meditation that you'll be experiencing in a few moments. So before I turn it over to Alfred, I hope you have a wonderful experience on the call, that you feel it in your heart, and that you feel a quickening in your soul and spirit. And if you'd like to participate on our live calls, they are held on the second and fourth Sundays of the month, 12 p.m. Eastern. And if you participate, you will get a copy of the recording, a copy of the written transcript. The recordings are also on Alfred's YouTube video channels and on my website. And if you want to be on the list and you're not, please just email me at donna@institutechristconsciousness.org. Again, donna@institutechristconsciousness.org, and put in the subject line, subscribe planetary transformation call, and I'll be happy to include you on the list. So enjoy the experience. I hope you receive a great benefit and uplift from it. And I hope you'll join us on one of our live calls that will be on the second Sunday in January 2022. Thank you so much. And over to you, Alfred.
Well, thank you, Donna. I'm just going to take a moment here and get our video started.
This is the Planetary Transformation Call for December 26, 2021, from the Institute of Christ Consciousness. This is Donna D'ingillo, and I'll be transmitting the divine personality or personalities who come through today. So let's just begin with our usual prayer and take some few deep breaths. Settle into your hearts as we begin. Paradise Trinity, Divine Parents, Magisterial Son, and all of our other helpers, including our planetary seraphim. We are grateful for this opportunity to provide that human intention for more divine love, peace, healing, and transformation to occur throughout the circuits of planetary mind. We ask you to weave us together as one intention, one heart, one mind, one spirit, as we share our intention, our heart energies, our willingness to serve with you today. Thank you for deepening us in that presence of our hearts, that we may hold the focus there and provide you with more of that human willingness to cooperate with Spirit, that divine will may be accomplished through our combined efforts, through your grace and love. Thank you. Greetings, my beloved children. This is your Father Michael. I invite you to open yourselves to me, that more of my love and peace may envelop you, hold you steadfast and secure during this tumultuous time on your world. Take a few deep breaths, focus in your hearts, and invite your spirit of truth, that direct connection you have to me, to reverberate more resoundingly in you with what I wish to provide to you in this moment. Receive me, my beloved children. What is underway upon your world and within your own human system of consciousness is reconciliation. You have been focusing on this spiritual dynamic for several weeks, and this continues to have a deeper, impactful presence in human mind as you focus on what this spiritual dynamic is here to help you accomplish through your own individual strivings and intentions to be more fully aligned with the presence of spirit within. Continue to receive me, inviting this spiritual quality of reconciliation to move into you, especially into those places where there are still influences in you that operate out of alignment with divine law and what you might call principles and values put forth by the Creator of all for the evolution of the divine plan all throughout the cosmos. This world, as many of you well understand, has participated in a deviation of this divine evolutionary plan. It is now time for reconciliation to be conducted throughout these circuits of mind that will restore you to the correct relationship that you have with your Creator and the divine ways of life. As you know, this is a monumental undertaking requiring many years of what you call time to accomplish. Nevertheless, changes are underway to support this reconciliation dynamic to foster greater harmonization within your mind and body systems, that you may open and expand into the greater domain of spirit within, that loving presence that guides you with wisdom, compassion, understanding, and love. Many humans of this world cannot hear this internal voice. There is much interference still within the circuits of mind, and yet we are here to support you in this reconciliation dynamic. So allow this word energy and what it means from the highest levels of reality to calibrate in you as I continue to fill you with my love and peace. And may these energies deepen into those places where more reconciliation is needed within your own beings. Continue to receive. Mm. 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 There have been many egregious violations of divine law that has thwarted this planet from reaching its spiritual attainment of light and life. You are on this trajectory now, but it is a bumpy path that you experience from time to time in your own heart and mind, because there are still thoughts and feelings and even physical exchanges in your body that still do not operate in conjunction with divine law. So continue to invite this reconciliation dynamic to move into those places, into those areas where you may not even recognize within yourselves that this is occurring. Invite me and my love and the divine quality of reconciliation into those areas, even if you do not know where they are. Your spirit knows. And my love is sufficient to heal those places and bring about greater harmonization within you, that you may more consciously and directly perceive the voice of your indwelling spirits. You are moving into a new era of life, my children. This is a period that will mystify many and confuse and confound your brethren who have yet to awaken to the presence and call of Spirit within. We provide you with these spiritual dynamics to support you as the way showers for your brothers and sisters. They need your help. They have been so conditioned by the false sophistries of deviation of the divine plans that they do not know where to look for truth. They look to the external culture but find it not, and yet do not have the presence of mind to take the time necessary to make contact with Spirit within. One of the reasons we encourage your development is so that you can become more strengthened in these spiritual energies. Find that inner place of courage to be the containers of love for your brothers and sisters, that they may feel the reverberations in you of Spirit and begin to perceive something of deep value in them. This value can be catalyzed and help them awaken, but it must be done individual by individual, as each person has the gift of choice whether or not to listen to that divine guiding presence. By your actions, by your postures, by the spiritual energies you hold, you can foster their own growth. And much of this will be done silently. For love is gentle, and sometimes it is quiet. And in those moments of stillness, this is where that deep inner loving presence can be perceived. So make sure that you are doing all you can throughout your day to remain peaceful, loving, compassionate, and understanding. And when you feel like you need that moment of refreshment and spiritual nourishment, turn to me, turn to your mother, turn to your Spirit, and you will receive what you need to continue to support you on your path of self-mastery and your own personal transformation. So allow these words to settle in. Let them strike a deeper chord within you, that more harmonization may occur through this reconciliation dynamic. And in a few moments, another will speak, and we will move into focus into the collective. I withdraw now, but only in this manner, for truly you are always connected to me. When you are in need, turn to me as your Father, and I will help you find those solutions to the challenges and problems you face. Never forget that you are always with me. You are never alone. Never are you abandoned or isolated. But it is up to you to make that spiritual connection in your heart and say, Father, I need you. Show me the way. Guide me to the solutions I need to perceive to handle the situations at hand. And I will respond, and we will go together, helping you achieve the solutions to all of the challenging problems you face in your life. I leave you in my love, my children, and may you flourish in it more and more each day. Farewell. Greetings, my beloved brethren. This is Manja Ronson. Continue to receive Michael for a few moments as the seraphim of this planet and many other celestial helpers begin to attune the circuits of the collective to receive these endowments we are preparing for this world. Okay, go. Let us now turn focus into the collective as you envision the world in your mind's eye before you. Take a few deep breaths and let these words form in your mind's eye as you hold them in your hearts, and also, if you can, project them from your hearts in that counterclockwise spiral around the planet from the north to south poles. Reconciliation in the Father's love and will. Reconciliation in the Father's love and will. Reconciliation in the Father's love and will. Simply hold this as best you can as we move in these intentional energies now. Feel your love for this world and for your brothers and sisters, and allow that heartfelt energy to bathe the planet through your focus as best you can. Gently affirming this as you hold focus, so that these circuits of mind may penetrate into deeper levels where more reconciliation is necessary for planetary transformation. Invite these energies to move into those places where there still retains much deviation in human thought that acts against the divine plans. Invite these energies to move into those areas where humanity is still very much locked and entrained in false values and ideations of reality. What we are enveloping around this world is a deeper infusion of the love of the Father from the paradise level and His divine guiding principles, sometimes considered universe law, to continue to move into those circuits where this is a very necessary divine endowment and component for transformation. Reconciliation, Father's love and will. Invite it to go into memory, that more people may awaken to what is seated in them through great love, love that exists beyond human capacity and comprehension. It is the most potent force in the universe, and now it is time for this planet to align more deeply and resoundingly in this reconciliation of Father's love and will. Invite these energies to go into those areas in the planet still harboring transgression of divine law. While you may not know where all of these influences are still residing, it is more important for you to ask and have that intention for those influences to be corrected. What we require is your willingness to cooperate with Father. And in so doing, you provide us with that fertile environment to see these spiritual energies which come from the highest level of reality, the place where the divine plans and patterns proceed forthwith. What you need now is the reconstruction of these divine patterns and plans to pervade human consciousness. So in your willingness to hold this intention for more reconciliation of Father's love and will, to move into those places of transgression of divine law, we can take these and apply it where they will produce much good and help more people come out of their spiritual slumber and perceive more truth and align in the goodness of the Father's presence within. Now, in whatever way you can, and you may certainly invite your indwelling spirits to give you a visual or a thought, let us elevate the world up to the Father in paradise. Thank Father for His love and will pervading the planet now. If you can, imagine the world as being held in the bosom of the first source and center, gently pulsing in what you might call the Father's heart. Invite the action of the Paradise Trinity to move in this focused intention. And let us hold this image in the mind with great love and gratitude for the action of the Paradise Trinity supporting this world in its reconciliation processes. Helping more people remember that it is spirit that dominates reality, and to recognize that what this world needs to solve all of its problems is a spiritual solution. And we can join with you in this focused intention, centered at the highest levels of reality, at the center of all life, where everything originates in the presence of the Father and the action of the Paradise Trinity. Oh. Continue to invite the action of the Paradise Trinity into the planet to help reconcile the transgression of divine law. Oh. Hmm. What we seek is the recognition of humanity to return to the bosom of the Father, and to remember that the divine gift of your volition is directly tied to what the Paradise Father and the Spirit within wishes to accomplish with and in and through you. Humanity has still to awaken to this greater concept of the purpose and meaning of life. And now, as you continue to hold the world up to the paradise level in the bosom of the Father, I invite you to ask for these words to be seated. Human recognition of the divine meaning and value of life. Human recognition of the divine meaning and value of life. Human recognition of the divine meaning and value of life. Let us focus here and thank the Father for His presence being able to pervade the circuits of mind through the circuits of the Spirit within, calibrating human mind to perceive more truth of the reality of why you are here and the role you are to play throughout your evolutionary ascension careers. We also invite the action of Divine Mother, Holy Spirit, to weave these into evolutionary mind, to help more individuals feel that internal spiritual call to awaken and return to the bosom of the Father and His love. It is time. Let us now descend from paradise back to this earth plane, this beautiful planet. See yourself standing on the earth. See yourself standing in this reconciliation dynamic, and focus it at the earth's core, inviting all of these dynamics to now integrate, infiltrate planetary memory, recalibrate human mind circuits for more truth recognition, goodness comprehension, and the harmonization of human mind with the indwelling spirit. Ask for this energy to begin to move up from the core into memory, helping more people perceive the inner opening, leading them into comprehension of the spirit within. Oh. Beloved brethren, we have completed our objectives for today. As we leave this forum, trust that these continued infusions of spirit will support the realignment of human mind to perceive more truth light and the loving goodness of the Father within. Maintain your spiritual equilibrium throughout your days, for this is a very stressful time in humanity's evolution, and you need spiritual energy to hold you secure and give you that inner assurance that all is well. Appearances at the physical level may throw you off course, yet you can always get back on track. It is as simple as asking for help, stating what you need, whatever spiritual quality it is, such as patience strength, courage, forgiveness, mercy. It is all available to you, but you must remember to ask for this. The unselfish sharing nature of Spirit is always available to you. But it is up to you to make that choice, to receive it, to support you on your daily path. And as you do this, you will grow. And be further guided into those areas of self-mastery where you can become as self-masterful as your father Michael did in his human life as Jesus. The way is before you. Will you walk the path each day faithfully and uncomplainingly? I leave this for your consideration, my brethren. I thank you for your participation, as do all of our helpers. Likewise, appreciate all that you bring to us that we may help you in this challenging time. Remain peaceful, remain faithful, and trust in the Father in all things. Good day.